In Africa's unforgiving wild, the buffalo fights with brute force, the Nile crocodile waits in silence, and the vulture always arrives last, but never leaves hungry. In Africa's wild frontier, one animal commands fear, not for its fangs, but for its fury. Meet the African buffalo, muscular, unpredictable, and feared by even Africa's deadliest predators. Weighing up to 1,900 pounds, it's like a tank, built for power, survival, and retaliation. With horns fused at the base, their boss is a built-in battering ram. Unlike most prey, buffalo don't flee. They fight, and often win. Even crocodiles fear them. Crossing rivers becomes a battle of wit and brute strength. They live in herds, tight-knit families where survival means sticking together. Every member matters. When one falls behind, the herd returns to defend. Young bulls roam in bachelor groups, preparing for a brutal fight to rise as leaders. Young bulls roam in bachelor groups, preparing for a brutal fight to rise as leaders. They're not graceful, they're not gentle, but they are one of Africa's most intelligent survivors. Buffalo are ecosystem engineers, creating paths, grazing patterns, and feeding dozens of scavengers. Their legend stretches across tribes, stories, and generations, always respected, never underestimated. Even lions hesitate, because buffalo don't just survive, they make others regret the chase. They grieve their dead, stand by their young, and challenge any who threaten their own. Tourists call them the Black Death, majestic, fearless, and deadly when provoked. Their stare says one thing: step closer and pay the price. This is no ordinary prey. This is the African buffalo, king of defiance, master of survival. The buffalo herd marches, calves nestled safely between towering adults. But danger watches from the tall grass. A pair of amber eyes lock onto the smallest one. But danger watches from the tall grass. A pair of amber eyes lock onto the smallest one. The calf hesitates, turns, unaware of the gaze stalking its every move. A warning stirs in the air. The dominant bull lifts his head, eyes narrowing toward the savanna's edge. A warning stirs in the air. The dominant bull lifts his head, eyes narrowing toward the savanna's edge. Then, chaos. The lions explode from hiding. Dust, panic, and thunder erupt across the plain. The herd bolts in every direction, but one buffalo loses sight of the group. The herd bolts in every direction, but one buffalo loses sight of the group. The lead lion lunges, its jaws find flesh. The others follow like shadows in bloodlust. The struggle is short, the dust settles. Silence returns, broken only by the sound of chewing. Under Africa's burning sun, buffaloes find relief, not in shadows, but in sacred riverbanks. Hooves sink into soft mud, giant bodies shuffle into the water like warriors returning to ancient roots. They roll, they soak, they breathe, shedding heat, dust, and tension from the relentless plains. For a moment, there are no predators, no hunger, just the river and the pulse of survival. In Africa, even giants need stillness, and rivers remember every hoofprint. The herd sinks into the river, cooling off beneath Africa's blazing sun. It seems peaceful for now. Beneath the surface, something stirs. A crocodile glides silently, eyes locked onto a lone buffalo. Then it strikes. Erupting from the water, it clamps down hard on the buffalo's nose. The buffalo rears up, flailing, but the croc holds firm, its jaws like steel traps. But this buffalo isn't prey. It digs in, muscles rippling, dragging the predator toward dry land. Inch by inch, the croc is pulled from its territory, helplessly sliding across the riverbank. The tug-of-war ends. The crocodile finally releases its grip and slides back into the water. Breathing heavily, the buffalo stands firm, bleeding but alive. It just won a fight few survive. On Africa's open plains, power isn't inherited. It's earned through dust, muscle, and unforgiving pain. The dominant bull watches over his herd, a veteran of battles carved into his scarred face. His presence is more than strength. It's history, blood, and the memory of every fight he survived. But peace on the savannah is a fragile illusion. Young blood is always watching, always waiting. The challenger is bold, hungry, and unproven. A creature sculpted by ambition, not experience. Around them, the herd senses the storm. Mothers pull calves close, eyes widen, stillness spreads. One stare, that's all it takes. No calls, no roars, just silence loaded with ancient meaning. The old bull lowers his head, ready. The challenger scrapes the ground, then charges. They collide like thunder, horns slam, bodies shudder. The land beneath them trembles. It's more than muscle. It's legacy versus hunger, scars versus pride, control versus chaos. The young bull charges again, faster this time, raw power fueled by desperation. But the old bull is rooted. He absorbs the blow, turns and counterattacks without hesitation. They lock again, a standoff, both breathing hard, blood beginning to streak down their hides. Neither submits. Around them, the herd forms a loose circle, silent witnesses to a fight for destiny. The elder bull steps back, just one stride, then explodes forward with fury earned from survival. The young challenger is rocked off balance, stumbles, recovers, eyes now burning with rage. This is no play fight. It's a war measured in bone and grit, not growls or bravado. Every charge risks death, but also greatness. The future of the herd is being written right now. The next move will decide it. No backup, no retreat, only instinct and will remain. And then, they charge again, faster, harder. The dust clouds their feet, but not their purpose. The impact is brutal. The young bull grunts as he's driven back by sheer, unstoppable weight. He stumbles, but doesn't fall. Pain flares, but pride holds him upright. He pivots sharply, rage flooding his eyes. This fight isn't over, not yet. He charges again, faster, lower, targeting the elder's knees with dangerous precision. The old bull buckles for a moment, front legs dipping, but he refuses to drop. They clash again. Flesh slams flesh, horns scrape, their strength begins to falter. This isn't a duel anymore, it's survival. One will lead, the other will limp away, forgotten. Around them, the herd doesn't cheer, they watch, silent. This moment decides everything. The young bull tries to circle, but the old one lunges first, catching him off guard. The challenger collapses, hooves slipping in mud, legs twisting under him. He struggles up, shaking, trembling, but the strength is gone from his limbs. The old bull approaches slowly, no gloating, no mercy, only dominance in its purest form. The challenger lowers his head, not in surrender, but in recognition. The crown is not his. The herd exhales, the circle breaks. The tension shatters like glass under hoof. But the cost was real. Blood stains the ground where horns wrote history. The old bull limps slightly. Victory doesn't come clean. It always leaves a mark. He earned this throne not with age, but with resilience forged by every fight before this one. This land is his, for now, until another challenger comes with dreams sharp as horns. The Nile River, Earth's longest lifeline, flows over 4,100 miles through deserts and lush landscapes. For thousands of years, it has nurtured civilizations, quenched lands, and shaped life in Africa. Beyond human history, the Nile supports a vibrant ecosystem of creatures, great and small. Beneath these calm waters lurks a creature as old as time itself, the Nile crocodile. With armored skin and crushing jaws, it is nature's perfect predator, built for ambush and power. Ancient Egyptians feared and revered it, even worshipped it as the god Sobek. But behind the mythology lies a deadly truth. This beast still rules these waters today. It waits without motion, it strikes without mercy, it survives where others perish. This is not just a predator, it is a legacy of ancient survival and modern dominance. With a body built like a tank, it's armored in bone-plated scales and powered by pure muscle. Its jaws snap shut faster than you can blink, and can crush almost anything in their path. But this beast doesn't chase, it vanishes. It becomes part of the river, part of the silence. Hidden in plain sight, it waits and watches. The river tells no one what's about to happen. Time means nothing. It can lie still for hours, waiting for a single misstep, just one. When the moment comes, it's instant, violent, and final. There is no second chance. The Nile crocodile is not just a predator, it's a patient assassin, nature's ultimate trap. The Great Zebra Migration reaches its most dangerous obstacle, the wide, unpredictable river ahead. Yet thousands of striped bodies move as one, slowly stepping into the swirling water with caution. Near the bank, lurking silently, lies a group of giant crocodiles resting in false peace. The zebras sense the danger, yet calmly continue through the current, strength in their overwhelming numbers. The crocodiles stir, eyes open sharply as the vibrating water awakens their ancient hunting instinct. The zebra hooves churn the riverbed, sending clouds of mud and bubbles swirling violently upward. Confused by the muddy water, the crocodiles thrash wildly but fail to lock onto any prey. The stampede powers forward, hooves pound with relentless force, scattering the frustrated predators. Amid the chaos, a young zebra foal is swept away by the fierce current. The herd presses on, unaware. The foal fights desperately to stay afloat, eyes wide in panic. A zebra stumbles near shore, exhausted, slipping in the mud as predators approach silently. Yet suddenly a crocodile lunges, jaws snapping onto the zebra's tail with brutal power. The zebra thrashes wildly, kicking and twisting in a desperate fight for survival. With sheer determination, the zebra slips free and scrambles onto the safety of dry land. From shore, the zebra watches helplessly as the foal fights alone against the raging current. The crocodiles turn toward the struggling foal, hoping for an easy meal amid the chaos. The foal paddles frantically, every tiny movement a battle between life and death itself. Just as the jaws approach, the foal lunges forward and reaches the shallow bank. The predators miss. The foal stumbles out of water onto dry land, trembling but alive. Defeated, the crocodiles sink back into the depths, disappearing into the shadowed river. A massive Nile crocodile crawls toward the riverbank, its eyes locked on something in the distance. Across the water, a herd of spotted deer approaches, graceful, thirsty, unaware of the silent danger nearby. The crocodile slides into the water like a ghost. Only its eyes break the surface. The hunt has begun. But the deer spot something, a shadow, a ripple, and back away, their instincts screaming danger. The crocodile halts, unreadable. It turns away, seeking a better hunting ground, hidden beneath thick weeds. The crocodile halts, unreadable. It turns away, seeking a better hunting ground, hidden beneath thick weeds. Hours pass, then hoofbeats. The same herd of deer arrives at the very spot of the crocodile's ambush. With no sign of danger, the herd lowers their heads and begins to drink, ripples spreading across the surface. Beneath the still water, the crocodile waits, motionless, its jaws just inches from the nearest leg. Then, chaos. The crocodile explodes from the water in a violent ambush, jaws wide and deadly. The herd scatters in panic, leaping in every direction as one of their own disappears into the water. The crocodile drags its prey deeper into the river, death roll activated. The water turns red. Silence returns, the river calms, only the predator remains, and its meal. A Nile crocodile catches the scent of death. A carcass lies nearby, ripe for the taking. But the kill isn't unclaimed. A pride of lions surrounds it, blood still fresh on their faces. The crocodile moves closer, drawn by hunger, but the lions rise, tails twitching with warning. A brutal clash erupts. Claws slash, jaws snap. Ancient rivals battle over one bloody prize. Outnumbered and outmatched, the crocodile retreats, limping back toward the riverbank in defeat. The lions reclaim their prize, dragging the carcass deeper into the shade to finish their feast. As the dry season begins, water levels drop, and ancient instincts awaken beneath the African sun. In deep pools left behind, Nile crocodiles begin to gather, its mating season in the heart of the wild. The males prepare to compete, not with blood, but with sound and size. Dominance begins with vibration. The males prepare to compete, not with blood, but with sound and size. Dominance begins with vibration. But that's not all. Males slap their tails, snap their jaws, and swim in wide circles around the females. The message is clear: strength, control, and persistence. The strongest will earn the right to pass on genes. The female says nothing. Her power is in silence, If interested, she swims slowly toward the chosen male. She doesn't rush, no fear, no fight, just a quiet acceptance of nature's unspoken invitation. Beneath the water's surface, they connect, ancient choreography, unchanged since the age of dinosaurs. No ceremony, no romance, only instinct. In the wild, survival is passed on through the quiet moments. It's the dry season in Africa, and deep within her body, the Nile crocodile carries new life. Instinct calls her to move. Slowly, she crawls from the river, ready to begin the most sacred ritual. She searches for the perfect place, not too wet, not too dry, the right soil to hold her legacy. Using her hind legs, she begins to dig. The earth turns. The nursery takes shape beneath the sun. Then, in stillness, she lays. Soft, white eggs drop gently into the nest, one by one. She pauses, then carefully covers her precious clutch, burying it beneath warm layers of sand. To a predator's eye, there's nothing here, just sand and grass. But a mother never forgets. Her job isn't finished. Though hidden, the eggs are in danger, from lizards, snakes, and birds. She retreats to the river, but never far. The water hides her, but her attention never leaves the nest. After more than 2 months of silence, something stirs beneath the sand. The time has come. One by one, the baby crocodiles break free, using their teeth to chip through the hardened shells. They claw through layers of warm sand, rising from darkness into a world full of predators. Their tiny calls echo through the riverbank, but they're not the only ones listening. The eagle dives without warning, talons sharp, wings slicing air, locked onto an isolated hatchling. The mother doesn't notice. She's still guiding others toward the water, unaware of the loss. Perched on a nearby tree, the eagle tears into its prize, meat, bone, and hope devoured. For the eagle, it's a meal. For the river, a reminder that survival begins with blood. But hunger never fades. The eagle takes off again, craving more, circling the nest once more. This time, the mother hears the wind shift. She lifts her head. Something isn't right. The eagle dives again, swift, silent, aiming for a second kill. But this time, she's ready. She erupts from the water like a missile, jaws wide. The queen of the river defends her legacy. The eagle escapes, barely, feathers scattered in the air, pride bruised, hunger denied. This time, the mother knows better. She's seen what the wild can take, and she's ready. The sand stirs again. Tiny snouts and claws break through the shells. The hatchlings are being born. She doesn't wait. She climbs onto the bank and plants herself right next to her newborns. The little ones crawl toward her. She watches, silent but alert, ready to fight if needed. One by one, she opens her jaws and gently lifts her young between her teeth. With unmatched care, she carries them to safety, across hot sand, past danger, back to the water. Again and again, she returns. Every child counts. Every life matters. She does not rush. She does not panic. This is a ritual of survival, perfected over millions of years. When the last hatchling reaches the river, she enters beside them, their first protector, their first guide. Behind them, a world of dust and danger. Ahead, the river, filled with predators and possibility. The mother has done her part. Now, their story begins. In the Nile, survival doesn't wait. You're born, and then you begin to fight. This is day one. Welcome to the wild. High above the savannah, a silent spiral of vultures scans the earth for their meal. Suddenly, a scent rides the air, the unmistakable stench of death. The flock changes direction. Their instincts are razor sharp. Below, the bloated carcass of a wildebeest lies half covered in flies. Like black arrows falling from the sky, the vultures descend with surgical precision onto the decaying feast. Without hesitation, beaks tear into flesh. No ceremony, no waiting, just raw, primal survival. They devour what leave behind. In nature's order, vultures are the final forgotten cleanup crew. Each bite they take removes disease, rot, and danger from this wild, unforgiving land. The scent of death lures them in, but today, it's not just a feast, it's a fight. Too many mouths, too little meat, and time is running out. One vulture lunges, another blocks. The ground explodes into chaos. There are no alliances here, only hunger, instinct, and blood. The weak retreat, the bold bleed, the strongest devour. Every bite is a battle, and in this battle, mercy doesn't exist. This is nature at its rawest, savage, unscripted, and necessary. When life is measured in calories, even a scavenger becomes a warrior. The meal is over, but not enough for all. Hunger still claws at their empty bellies. One by one, wings stretch wide. The flock takes to the skies, eyes scanning the world below. Then, something. A foul scent riding the wind. Heads turn, wings tilt, the descent begins. But they're not alone. On the ground, a pack of wild dogs tears into fresh flesh. The vultures land, but stay back. The dogs are too many, too hungry, too wild. Patience becomes their weapon. They wait, silent, still, calculating. Survival is knowing when to strike. In this land of predators, timing is everything. For now, they wait. The wild dogs disappear into the haze. It's quiet again, but only for a moment. The vultures waste no time. Hunger drives them like falling arrows from the sky. They tear in, ripping, devouring, fighting. No talk, no rules. Just blood, bone, and urgency. Then, a low growl cuts through the frenzy. Something's coming, something fast. Another pack, bigger, closer, and they're not sharing. Panic erupts, wings flail, beaks drop bloody scraps. The sky fills with fleeing shadows. In the golden grass, a lioness and her playful cub wrestle beneath the warmth of the morning sun. Nearby, a flock of vultures feasts on a fallen zebra, bones cracking, feathers stained red. The cub pauses. Instinct stirs, a chance to practice. It crouches, eyes locked, ready to charge. It bursts forward, paws pounding, but the vultures lift off effortlessly, soaring before danger even arrives. The cub's clumsy chase failed, but the mother lion knows the wild only respects skill and patience. Without a word, she stands. The cubs follow. It's time to show them what a real hunter does. They find it, a circle of vultures feasting on a corpse. The mother crouches low, eyes locked on the prize. Still as stone, she waits. Her muscles coil, her breathing slows, and then she strikes like lightning. One vulture isn't fast enough. She catches it mid-hop, claws first. A fatal lesson, perfectly timed. The rest circle above, screaming, diving, hoping to rescue their fallen kin, but there's no chance. Beneath her paw, the struggle ends. The cubs have witnessed the wild's first rule: kill clean, kill smart. In the heat of mating season, the air grows thick with scent, sound, and primal urgency. A male vulture lands near a rival, No words exchanged, only stares, feathers ruffled in the wind. The female vulture, still, calm. She chooses not the loudest, but the most patient, the most focused. With a sharp cry, she moves toward him. He follows. No dancing, no games, just instinct and timing. In moments, their bodies connect, silent but fierce. Mating in the wild never asks permission. It just happens. After mating, the bond is sealed. The male and female remain together, partners through wind, time, and terrain. They search the cliffs, not just for shelter, but for a cradle where new life will begin. The perfect ledge must be high, hidden, and safe from predators and the wrath of sudden storms. The male paces, testing the stone. The female watches, her instinct telling her, this could be the place. Side by side, they begin. Twigs, bones, feathers, whatever they can find, becomes the start of something sacred. In silence, they build. No rush, no sound, just purpose. A legacy taking shape beneath their talons. Together they prepare, not just a nest, but a future. For, in this harsh world, unity is survival. After building their nest on a lonely cliff, the vulture pair enters their most delicate mission: reproduction. The female lays between 1 and 3 eggs, each one fragile, silent, and full of unseen potential. For nearly 2 months, they share the burden, taking turns to incubate, guard, and shelter their unborn chicks. Rain falls, winds howl, predators lurk, but the pair never leaves the eggs unguarded, not for a second. And then, after 54 days, a faint crack, a tiny sound. The miracle of birth begins. And then, after 54 days, a faint crack, a tiny sound. The miracle of birth begins. The parent lifts off. It must fly far, fight other scavengers, and return before hunger wins. While one hunts, the other waits, protecting the nest from snakes, storms, and death from above. When the meal arrives, it isn't pretty. Half-digested flesh from miles away, offered mouth to mouth. For the chick, it's everything: nourishment, warmth, survival, one bite at a time. Vulture parents do not hunt, but they never stop fighting for one tiny, voiceless life. After weeks of waiting, the young vulture stretches its wings, preparing muscles for the skies ahead. Its first flight isn't graceful, but each leap, each glide, brings it closer to freedom. Day by day, it grows stronger until it soars, joining the ranks of full-grown scavengers above. Now, it's no longer a chick. It fights for food, for place, for survival, just like the rest.